2020, a brother asked me to visit his hometown of Brewarrina, home of the Nyumba mob. Since then, I've been trying to get back there to learn more about this beautiful town, known for its famous cowboys and ancient Aboriginal fish traps. After a couple years in lockdown and a few busy seasons on field, we finally get a chance to reconnect with the mob in northwest New South Wales. This is the historic town of Brewarrina, Connector country.
It's about 3.5 hours on the road. Hitting orange now, you can see the big sign there. Big Jackie White and country. It's Wiradjuri country. Beer pot, baby. Oh shit. Well, we made a journey out here, Mulga Creek Hotel. Definitely one to see. It's an Australian country pub. And, it's un-Australian to not stop at a Australian pub. So make sure you get out here, suss it out, leave something behind, sign it, date it. But we're off to Bree now, so we're halfway there. So putting that on for this one. Oh my lord, right. This is unknown territory for me too, because I've been out here since, but look at the road. Holy. Look at all the fish. I swear to God, bro, I'm not even seen up. Back there. Look at the fishes. Look at them, see? Yes! Look at that. That's carp too.
How'd you go with the water?
Yeah, we got through 2 of them.
Yeah, just take it nice and steady, don't rush.
Yeah, I just chuck him in high. Corby anyway, just putt along.
Yeah, no, you'll be right.
The old Toyota, she ran through it. She's a boat. It's a boat.
Are you not far away then?
No, we will be in town soon, so we'll give you a ring when we saddle up.
No word, my brother.
Right on, man.
Can you?
See ya. Where you going? Yeah. Everyone's rushing. Away, bro. Look.
What?
45 footy.
After a full day of travel, we started the next day exploring the town with local Uncle BG, Bradley Gordon.
This is Big Girl, this is my first cousin. This is my nephew's house, and that's his boys. That's my cousin Stumpy's house, my sister's house, my cousin's house, Uncle Ike's house, my nephew's house down in the little corner. This is my other uncle's house here.
This has all been underwater?
Yeah, this is all underwater here a few weeks back. Yep. And you'll see the champ over here, boys. Look, you watch him. My son, Reuben Gordon.
Oh yeah, I've got Uncle Sonny.
Oh yeah?
He had 37 kids.
37 kids?
So I hope you're nothing like him.
Close.
No, he's close.
How you going?
Good, there you go. Good.
Good, bro.
Oh, sure.
Oh, shorts.
Hey, you reckon? I thought I'll pay money and I'm going to chuck them back at you.
That's a knockout. Golden oldies
Golden oldies.
when we playing Dubbo.
Yeah, mate. Thanks, mate.
Off with you, man.
I got a pair and I didn't dare look around the front.
Right, good to see you, my brother.
Good to see you. Take care, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
To learn more about the incredible heritage of the local mob, caught up with Uncle Bradley Hardy at the Brewarrina Aboriginal Cultural Museum.
we teach. The river in the old days was the community that brought communities together. Now when that happened here, 8 different tribes that spoke 8 different languages built the fish traps. And our place became a super popular meeting place, gathering place, a sharing place amongst tribes at our fish traps. So that's in the time of our ancestors. Now people think that competitive talk comes from us. It doesn't. The archaeologists, they're the ones that say the fish traps is one of the oldest man-made structures in the world. That talk comes from them. And I explained to them about us, where our old people used to teach us. When you're talking about the fish traps, do not get caught up in the competitive tongue or the fish traps being the oldest man-made structure talk, because that talk doesn't come from our people. Our people just did things. So the fish traps of the modern world is one of the oldest man-made structures. To us, it's timeless. We don't put no time on it, but we know it's old. Google education and the internet, we're also sharing with people, Aboriginals were only hunters and gatherers. And I'll point to this picture. Well, our people designed those fish traps, which makes us architects. Our people built the fish traps, which makes us builders. Our people looked after those waterways, which makes us river environmentalists and also fish farmers. So all that stuff was happening in our area. So we explained it to a lot of young ones. Our people worked hard to keep this stuff going, and that's our duty, is to keep working hard and keeping all our stuff, us to keep our stuff evolving. So that's why we do what we do. Roughly between a period between 100 million to 400 million years ago.
One of the main tribes, huh?
So in language we call that one a little set of fish traps. Cool, all across Australia. We have 24 languages brought here. People from the Northern Territory, South Australia, Victoria, Queensland, all brought here by the mid-30s, 1930s. All put on a 6-acre block of land called a mission. Now, during World War II, the government brings this on our people. Aboriginals will get the certificate of exemption. They'll be allowed to come to town, look for work, look for employment. This is in 1944, during World War II. Aboriginals will get the certificate. They're allowed to come to town, look for work, look for employment. But the catch is, when they give this to you, this is what they'd say to you. You're now classed as a town Aboriginal and you're not allowed to associate with river blacks, reserve blacks, mission blacks, because you're now a town Aboriginal. So that was brought on our people during World War II. So a lot of our people thinking, because how they glamorise it up, oh, we can go to town, look for work, look for employment. But if you come this side of the river, you're not allowed back near my side. You're not allowed near us.
It was clear to see how much culture and pride the people still had in their history here in this community. Despite all the trauma, they've learned to grow from it.
What's going on?
Come out with a goo guy. Brewarrina goo guy. All right, I'm oily, brother. Happy Cat. They call me Happy Cat.
Happy Cap, huh?
Nah, it's me. Oh, fresh.
How we doing?
Nah, not much. I seen you there yesterday.
Yeah, Chris.
All right, beer pie, Shark. Good to see you. Yeah.
Caught up with one of the brothers, Uncle Tadpole, who works for the Brewarrina Council, who has been trying to make a difference with not only his kids, but the youth in the area. To help grasp what we learnt earlier, he took us up to the mission to show us what life was like back in the day.
The humans are very funny species, mate. He will adapt to anything. You know, you live life somewhere long enough, you're going to adapt to the way you live it, aren't you? Yeah, this was like a little village, mate. They had schools and that all down around here. Bloody every park. One of the old blokes here, an old couple that grew up out here on the mission, they come and put a heap of memorabilia stuff, like they done all the parks and that, so they knew where everything was. This is just one bit of Bree. I love coming out here, mate. This is, I reckon, apart from the story of it, I think this is the most beautiful place in Bree. It's been my whole life, you know.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad was a driver, I grew up on the road.
Yeah. And what we wanted to do was fucking get to a point where if there's a pathway for kids to take it serious and then, you know, do it.
Yeah.
Go all the way through, and that's where our sponsorship and whatever goes through to that. And then definitely bringing, obviously, the underprivileged kids from other places, and then definitely from this community, my community, bringing them and doing something.
One young fellow in particular, I've sort of been working here with. He got himself in a heap of trouble. He's still in a heap of trouble, and they're the kids I want to help.
Yeah. Where, like,
Try and catch them. We've got to try and work out a way, mate, where you can catch kids before they get in the system. Once they get in the system, they're
Yeah,
gone.
100%. And that's where, like, I've had a lot of people, like, let's follow them, you know. We've had a lot of fellas, you know, obviously go through in and out, and my uncle's still going in and out.
Yeah.
I just want to be different. Like, I'm my old boy, like, you know, he's never got in trouble, you know, never fucked around, done what he had to do, got through school, you know, and that's what I had to do, and I chased that, and that's where I am today. But now I'm at a point where I want to start. You know, I always wanted to get back, but how do I do that now? And this is the way I reckon I can do it.
Yeah.
You know?
If I can help in any way, I will. And I respect that. That's what I really do, you know.
Understanding the passion of the mob in Brewarrina reminded me just how important it is to continue to help the younger generation, to share with them our strong connection to country and culture, and inspire them to excel in anything they put their mind to. Connect the country.